And we are live. We are so live. It's Yuri. It's baby Kira. It's Roosevelt. It's drinking something. Mr. Sales leader with 30 years of experience. Exactly. Who ran in high school, if you guys didn't know, 428.
Boy.
428 as a running back. But decided to go to sales. He said, screw that. I want to bring more value to more people and own 100 companies.
Yeah.
That's why he
NFL,
told his mama.
NFL, sales. NFL, sales. Sales.
Exactly. And we got right away Adonis over here. Hey, Adonis, how's it going? And Roosevelt, you just ran our Coupon Club webinar. How did it go?
But it went good. I think we had like a lot of people in the room. They asked a lot of questions. I covered a lot of topics that we don't normally ever cover. More so, it was almost an entrepreneurial masterclass. So it's a little bit different than the normal Coupon Club meeting, but I think it went really, really well, brother. I had a good time. Great questions, great answers.
What was the most unexpected question?
I think I was really surprised by the fact that we have every single week we go through the AI summaries and the customized scripts. And so a lot of people was wondering why we didn't have the scripts with all the leads. And so I had to explain that to them and had to take them back to the platform to show them that right now we only have the leads tied to our cold call leads, our triple verified cold call leads is the only thing. And then, a couple suggestions came in that they would like to see customized scripts or just regular scripts to approach our digital leads as well. So I thought that was a great suggestion. I said I would mention it to you, but it's nothing wrong with us adding just a script for digital leads, just so people have a more consistent talk track. So might be something to explore on the platform as well. But that one caught me off guard because I thought we had explained that well. The other one that caught me off guard is that people really didn't know about how to use the filters the right way. It seemed like a lot of people didn't understand the filters. Like you can go over here and say, I just want to call pre-foreclosure, emergency reasons, financial reasons. Okay, I want that. I want to call vacant. I don't want all vacant properties, and I want to focus on ASAP or within the first month. And so I just did different pieces to the filter, and that worked out really well because people were like, "Oh, I didn't know that. I didn't know I could do that." Like, yes, you can do that. That you can filter out for any different reasons. So I thought that I think we do a good job at explaining everything, but maybe not enough all the way down to the granular level that people really understood it. So I thought, man, that's pretty good. Yeah, that was a good question.
Good evening, Mama Jean. So nice to have everyone here. And I'm gonna pass the baby back to mom. Say bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
And so why we're here today? So we'll keep it short, guys. So here's the whole idea, right? So you guys all know $2 and $3 leads. If you want to go statewide, it's $2. If you want to do counties, you can do $3. As a reminder, in the past we didn't have counties. I put the effort for you guys. It's pain in the butt to collect the counties. It's probably why Sophia just called me, because a bunch of people bought county leads here and there, and we're gonna distribute them. By the way, if you're still waiting for your order, so we just had a lot of them, so sorry for the delay. Plus we had July 4th and weekends, but all of them are going to be processed, and you're going to get your leads, and you'll have a shot to close your deal. So it's 3 hours left only. I think it's less than 3 already. And we'll just give you a quick rundown how this thing works. And again, it's not the first time we do this. It's easier format to comprehend this way, I hope, because I remember people being confused about, like, do I need to buy all leads from the state? Like, and the pricing was like $11,000 or something. So no, you don't need to buy the whole state. You can just buy whatever parts you want. Any Oklahoma leads? Of course there is Oklahoma. Of course there is Oklahoma. And let me just share the screen and we go to that. Let's freaking go. So, as I mentioned, 2.5 hours left. We generated in total over 40,000 leads in the first 2 quarters. And again, we spend millions of dollars on advertising. Plus, we have, as Roosevelt mentioned, cold call providers who generate motivated leads all the time. And unfortunately for us, and it's really unfortunate, so whoever thinks that we earn a bunch of money on selling leads non-exclusively, that's not freaking true. So most of our revenue is actually coming when we can sell a lead exclusively. So, but unfortunately for us, we cannot sell every lead we generate exclusively. And that's where this opportunity gets to people who are maybe on a budget. So every lead that wasn't sold exclusively becomes non-exclusive. And we provide you the opportunity to buy all of them in your current markets or any market that you want for as low as $2 per lead. Of course, the supply will be limited. We cannot just have a bunch of like hundreds of people calling the same leads, the same people, because I don't think I need to really explain that. And you can get as many areas as different combination and mixes too. Anything you want. Again, this is a great opportunity if you thought about expanding, trying different market, but you don't want to spend a bunch of money on hiring another VA or cold calling yourself, or even like paying lead by lead basis for another market. So this is a great opportunity to get a bunch of leads in different markets and just test it out, have some conversations. As for the expectations, of course, we're not guaranteeing, it won't be like any 1 out of 10 or 1 out of 20, 25 thing. So I know people who closed like 1 out of 75, 1 out of 100. So yes, you'll get people who already sold, which is a good sign, means that it was legit. So people who maybe not sell anymore, so you'll get a bunch of those. And again, you need to have approach. I'll give you a little script how I would go after that. And again, I never closed a deal in my life, but worked in sales for some time, so I can give some advice how I would approach. And again, there is opportunity. There's plenty of people buying. Again, this is the final. I think launched it on Thursday. We are finishing this today because most of all areas already sold out. So what are we talking about, right? So for every state and every place, there is a possibility to buy statewide or counties. So for statewide, it's $2. For counties, it's $3. So in Texas, for example, we generated in total 7,200 leads. So again, but you can just buy for statewide at as low as 150 leads, the minimum for statewide. So plus there is a cool upsell order if you want to get a pack of script comps plus market intel in one. You can add it to your order as well. So if you want to go for counties, $3 per lead, and the minimum order is just 100 leads. So with $300 investment, you can get either 100 county selected leads or 250 statewide leads. This is a minimum. If you want to get more, you can just adjust the quantity and just type in any amount you want. Up to the highest is 999. So you can do as high as that, update, and your order goes up. You don't need to go to every state or county separately. You can just list here which county or counties are purchasing, and this is a required field, so you cannot miss it. So you'll need to list us counties that you want. Let's say Los Angeles, and any counties that you want. You can do everything in one order. We're gonna give you a mix. If you wanna give some priority, you can do it this way, so we'll know that those areas are priorities for you. If it's state, you can do it the same way. Again, you don't need to jump from state to state. As long as you file this thing, and again, it's required, so you won't be able to miss it, you can get it. If for whatever reason you have more than 999 leads on your order, yes, just go back, open again, and buy it again. So some of other states, I think somebody asked about Oklahoma. In Oklahoma, we generated over 1,000 leads total, so they can be yours. Actually, not the most popular state because most of them are 1 or 2 left. Oklahoma is on the 3 left side, so there is still possibility to get the pack from there, but most of them either 1 day left, one package left, or 2 at best. So for any again, as I mentioned, all the orders will be processed within 48 hours. you'll receive a list as a CSV to your email that you're gonna mention in your purchase. How soon we'll do another campaign, so don't rely on that. It will be either end of next quarter, so we do it either quarterly or once in half a year. So it's not like something that you can always get. Or what if I want to do it tomorrow? No, you won't, because tomorrow I'm gonna deactivate both links, so nobody will be able to buy anything from this page. So just simple as that. Probably they'll be deactivated tomorrow night. Okay, so if you'll, like, I'll just give possibility whoever wants to do it tomorrow can still do that, but not promising on that. Just I would suggest to go and use this last 2.5 hours to make a decision today, buy the leads and get it done. But if you're watching this and you're thinking, oh, can I just go on this page and see? So if link works, it works, but it will work today, it will work probably tomorrow. After that, it will be not available. If it's not available, you cannot buy them. So, and volume.rsptool.com, this is a common page for $2 leads. This is the same page I'm using all the time, making a little bit of adjustments, but this is the same page. If you're on this page, you see something you can purchase, you can purchase. If not, it's just blocked. So, Roosevelt, anything I'm missing here?
Nope, you knocked it out the park, brother. Anytime I can get a $2 lead, I'll buy as many as I can. And today is Yuri's birthday, guys. It's his birthday. You guys might want to send him a happy birthday. Yeah, send him a happy birthday. Go ahead and tell him. Yeah, he's 39 years old today. I think.
I'm not old as you. So.
Yeah, 39 years old.
But I'm getting up there. No, guys, that's actually, I have a round date. I'm 30 today. So it's 30, 3 children. So I'm productive. And the most important thing that I'm part of ISP to lead, and I'm here. And I know Roosevelt wanting to sing his favorite happy birthday song, so I'll let him do that.
Yeah. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Yuri. Happy birthday to you.
Thank you. Thank you all. Thank you, Denise. So thank you, a couple of guys who joined. So I'm not gonna blast that. I mean, we might blast it. Okay, let's quickly blast this thing too. And while I'm doing this, Roosevelt, you mentioned that you went a little bit off of the webinar whole thing. So what did you talk about? Tell us a little bit more. Give your soul here. Give it here. I know you already put all the energy out there, but give us a little bit more over here. What I'm gonna.
That's interesting. So I don't have to put a lot of energy into it. I gave them just context. I can't remember who said it, but they asked me, well, what advice would you give a new person? And so I say, well, the first thing I would do is I would learn there are really 3 pillars to being successful in real estate. 3 pillars. The first pillar is really the phone, and figuring out how to master how you interact with someone on the phone, how you listen, how you respond appropriately, how you ask engaging questions, how you build rapport, how you connect. You got to be able to figure out how to make this person on the phone show and feel like you are attentive to the discussion. So the first pillar, the first thing you have to master is the phone. Got to master the phone and interacting and connecting with people. Got to figure that part out. The second thing that you have to master is the face-to-face. Some people are uncomfortable. You could say some people are introverted, some people are extroverted. It's whatever. But you chose a profession that requires you to be a killer face-to-face, be a killer at interaction with people, and demonstrate that you're listening to them. Again, you're attentive to all the things that they say, and saying things in response to what they say, that matter. Most of us ask questions just to talk. Well, that's not how it's supposed to work. In theory, what's supposed to happen is you're supposed to ask a question, and then you're supposed to get an answer, and then you're supposed to respond to the answer that you were given based on your question, and then you move on down the road with the talk track. Most people, they ask a question, they get an answer. They ask a question, they get an answer. They ask a question, they get an answer. And that's not how communication works. You've got to learn how to communicate with people at a very high level especially when you're dealing with somebody that has like this is their biggest asset, a home. The most important thing that most people will ever own is a home. So you've got to learn how to communicate. So master the phone, master the face to face, and then the other one is this is huge. Now you got to become the subject matter expert. You got to be the subject matter expert. If you're not going to be the expert, man, get out this industry. You've got to be the baddest person on the block that knows everything about creative financing, novations, gator methods, who the influencers are, what communities are what comps are what rent comps are what. You chose this industry. It's not like the industry chose you. And so you've got to know everything because you're going to talk to somebody about their biggest asset. This is a home. And if this conversation doesn't have $200,000 value, $300,000 value, $100,000 value, $500,000 value, then what are you doing? But so it's the phone, then it's face to face, then it's the subject matter expert, and then that's how you get home. And so the reference I gave them is it's the baseball diamond. The baseball diamond is first base, second base, third base, home. Well, that's the same thing. It's phone, face to face, subject matter expert, home. That's how you get the thing sold. But you gotta have those pillars mastered, and then after you do that, it's still fixing to be work. It's not going to be something that just happens overnight. I shared with them earlier. You think about what a real estate agent has to do. A real estate agent, they got to take 6 classes just to become a real estate agent, just to even think about it. And then after you take the 6 classes, then you have to go take a test. And so they have a little work that they have to do to actually get into the industry. They have to do some work. But what happens is that after they do those 6 classes and after they take that test, 79% of real estate agents fall out the industry in the first year, not 3-4 years down the line. In the first year, after you took your classes and passed the test, 79% of them fall out the game in the first year. They're gone. And in the 5th year, 87% of them are gone. Right. And so I think that's the industry fault, because the industry is all about getting their money for their classes, getting their money for the test. They got their money, but they don't tell these people that you need to have a sales class 101, a sales 102. You need to learn how to engage with people. You need to learn how to build rapport. They don't tell you that. They just tell you, take these 6 classes, pass this test, you could be successful. So that's who falls out in real estate. Now along comes wholesale, and wholesalers, they don't even have a barrier to entry. They don't have to take a course. They don't have to take a test. And so what happens is I wake up on a Tuesday morning, man, I saw a badass TikTok video with a whole bunch of money sitting in front of a dude, and he talking about he sold property. Yeah, he did. But he put some work in before he sold that property. He did. You don't see it. All y'all see is I saw the TikTok video, I saw the Facebook video, I saw the YouTube, I saw the Instagram. They had a lot of money. I can do that. But you probably are even sharper than the guy that was showing the money or the girl that was showing the money. But they put the work in and they got there. You will not start in a place where you've put the work in. You're going to start from scratch and you're going to figure it out. You're going to make some mistakes, and you're supposed to make some mistakes. That's the benefit behind being a business owner, is that it's a side effect. You're supposed to fail a little bit before you see success. So I got a chance just to share that with the people on the call earlier. You don't just get there. If it was as easy as everybody thinks it is, right? I just call myself a wholesaler, I go buy some leads, and then I'm gonna be rich. If it was that easy, guys, I want y'all really digest this. If it was that easy, then me and Yuri would get off this damn webinar with y'all, get off all these YouTubes. We're gonna go out and get us a wholesale business, go buy some leads, and then we're gonna be rich. But that's not how it works. It means you have to, man, do the work. And now that I have to do the work, it's even worse, because now, Roosevelt, you telling me I got to call people on the phone? Yeah, you got to call people, because if you don't learn how to be the example, you're gonna hire somebody to do it for you. Go ahead and do it. But when you need to make calls, you can't teach somebody how to do it if you can't do it. So most likely you need to go through some aspect of it, but you're not doing that. And you want to go through some of that so you know how to teach. Well, nobody's going to give you that. That's work. You got to do the work. And then you got to know, well, when are the best times to call a lead? Okay, there's three options, right? You got to call between 8 in the morning till about 10:15, 10:30. That's going to and from work. You got to call again from 11:15, 11:30 to about 1:30. Well, that's going to and from lunch. And then you got to call again between 3:30 and going on into the evening. Well, nobody's giving you a playbook to know all of those things. That's the work you have to do to be successful at this thing. But I think I enjoyed sharing that earlier because it's just the plight and the journey of an entrepreneur. These are things that you're doing to be successful, and there is no success without failure. There's going to be a lot of failure before you get there, and hopefully at some point you balance it out. I did share that when I was little. We played Atari. Like, y'all got this new kind of stuff with 3D and all that stuff. We played Atari when I was little, and on Atari, to move to the next level in the game, you had to have 100 keys. Pac-Man was different. We play video games, but you had to have 100 apples or 100 keys to move to the next level. When y'all are talking to people about their home, you need 100 credibility points to move to the next level. So you can't be and in a call with somebody because your credibility is going down. You start with the 100. As soon as you stumble on the phone call when responding to somebody, you lose the point. As soon as you and on the phone with somebody, you lose a point. As soon as you don't know how to put together any comps or something like that, you lose a point. As soon as you don't figure out how to get over some of the objections, you lose a point. So if you don't have 100 credibility points, you can't move to the next level. Well, that's the industry y'all in. Y'all in the industry where you're talking to people about a huge asset, which is a home. And if I can be really frank with y'all, none of us would give somebody $100 if we didn't trust them, if we didn't think they were credible, if we didn't think they were sharp about the industry. So why are people not putting time in on the smallest little thing? And that's we talked about that earlier. I think it was a great discussion, and I think people got something out of it. So a year ago. Yuri disappearing. Oh, there he is right there.
So you're saying you don't think Yuri can open his own wholesaling business?
Well, we could, but we would go into it understanding that.
I'm just kidding.
We could do it. It just means we got to do work. That's all it is. Yeah.
I also recently wrote the thing that when you question seller a lot, like without being in this conversation, like it will feel like FBI interrogation or something.
Yeah.
So that's
where were you last night at 6 o'clock?
And this is one of the most annoying things in sales in any industry. If you ever spoken to salespeople and they start going, okay, so why did you register, and where do you want leads, and what's your budget, and how is this, and how about that, and how is this, and they don't share any information. I don't know about you guys, but it's very annoying to me every time I get those salespeople. It's so annoying, especially if I'm not sure if I will understand why they ask us this question. I remember we were on the sales call with Roseville recently. We bought the software because that was the whole point. And we came to the guy. We said, we're ready to go. So he was like, he keeps asking us questions about our metrics that are freaking irrelevant. They're irrelevant. I'm like, dude, why you keep asking us stuff? Just here's the freaking card. Just let us swipe it. It was fun experience. But I know it's opposite in our industry. Like you need to convince the seller that the deal is right. They need to make money. It should be the right deal, right amount of mortgage up there, and right amount of money they want to walk away with. And yeah, don't be guys FBI integrators. Speaking of volume leads, right? So I wanted to share, and if you just guys joined, so we did the full review of what's on leads, but I wanted to share how I would call if I would call. So I would imagine that those leads probably received plenty of calls. So at least my approach will be from that angle. So I'll be calling Roosevelt, unless I mean, let's go into our standard thing, and we're gonna finish off with that. We're gonna roleplay, guys. We're gonna pick the lead. We're gonna dial, but I would imagine that this lead was already, non-exclusive $2, and maybe plenty of people spoke to him. And Roosevelt will play this type of seller. So let's first pick the lead. And by the way, guys, if you're not familiar, if for whatever reason you are still not registered, or all your friends are not registered on ISP to lead, you gotta do it right now until you can, until it's still free. It's completely free registration. You can also grab the affiliate link. Anybody can do that, and you can get affiliate money from any person you're gonna bring. So, and the cool thing on our platform that Rosal started with, so some leads have AI summary, some leads don't. So if it's a digital lead like this one generated by Google Ads PPC, obviously it wouldn't have an AI transcript of the conversation because there's no conversation. There is double verification through the text to get the quality, but there is no actual conversation. So, but for example, leads like this one, because it's a call lead, it will have the summary that you can review in advance. And you absolutely should, because guys, what? Parameters can be sometimes wrong, can be rare. And when we see that, believe me, a lot of heads get knocked out.
Yep.
But the summary so far been very, very accurate because it's generated from the actual transcript of the call, from the actual recording. So it can never be wrong. So in most cases, unless it's wrong recording or something like that. So here is a cool lead that I see and grab my attention. If you guys didn't know, I was based out of Clackamas, Oregon for 7 years. And here is the interesting lead in Washington. Actually, it's exclusive. If you guys are in Washington area, I think you should definitely consider getting this lead. It has a deal predictor score A-, which is logical. The only reason why it's A-, not A+, I would guess, is because there is not that many buyers in the city itself, but there are some in the county. Plus, as you can see, it's not like Seattle. And but I still want to give it a shot because it's vacant. It's maintenance overwhelm. They want to sell a SAP. It's full god, and I would imagine that this. Let's imagine. Okay, right now it says exclusive, but I'll imagine this is already non-exclusive lead.
Yep.
$2. We sold it in May. Whatever. So let's check the summary of the call back in that time. The homeowner is looking to sell the property as soon as possible due to having too many properties and is asking for a specific price. Yeah, I know it should be like that. The house is currently vacant and has been owned for 10 years with no outstanding mortgage. The exterior has been fully updated, new siding, sheeting, roof, vinyl windows, but interior is completely gutted, allowing flexibility for next owner to finish as they like. No concern about listing with the agent were expressed, and the owner requested callback with an offer within 24 hours. So, and you know what, guys? After reading that, I'm not sure if I want to really call.
Why are you scared?
I'll be transparent. I mean, I'm not gonna buy this seat exclusively. Honestly, I'm like, first of all, it's not full god as it says, so we're gonna pass some feedback on that. Plus, if the guy said, "Yeah, one specific price has too many properties," yeah, I'll give it. I'll give it a try. If it's $2, I definitely want to talk to this guy. Even if it's Coupon Club or if it's some coupon loyal from Gene, it's even $100, and I can get it exclusively and multiple. The most interesting thing to me in this lead, by the way, this is where is the opportunity, because people typically say I'm always play the negative guy. So if you want to listen about the opportunity, we just had a guy who bought the lead in Ohio. The initial lead wasn't like something exciting. He closed the deal. It wasn't the highest assignment fee, but the really fortune for him came that the guy owned a bunch of other properties that he considered to sell. So he put the oh wow, I think it was like up to 11 properties combined, like with a total assignment fee over 100+K. So, and that's actually a recent thing. It's recent case in Ohio that one of our team members just posted. So yeah, you want to talk to those guys, especially if he had one property kind of repaired, kind of vacant, kind of want to get rid of that. So yeah, you don't know what's over there, and they want to sell his up. And it's stated he wants to sell fast. And also there is no outstanding mortgage, which is good. So this is fully paid off. So
Yep.
the offer I'll do the offer. And by the way, for the fun thing, I'm gonna also keep this for my
Your notes.
comp, for example. By the way, I'm gonna show you one thing, by the way, about comping as well. So what I'm gonna do right now, right? So for the fun part, so the next thing I'll do is I'll go into generating AI script. So I will need to adjust this one. Actually, this might still work. Are you still looking to sell the property in this area? By the way, that might still work.
That still works.
That might still work.
Yeah.
So, but if I want to be like on very, very casual side, I will say something like, "Hey, my understanding that you might or you were interested to sell your house for cash. Is that still the case, or you have already sold your house?"
Yeah, it works too. It's nothing wrong.
So, and I'll probably play myself. I'll stick to that, and I'll just do that. But I will also. I'm not gonna show you the address, but I want to show you how I'm gonna try to use GPT for comping as well. So let me just quickly say.
You can use any address for that though. So you can use any address for the comp too.
Yeah, but I want to show this particular one.
Oh, okay.
So I'm gonna place that, and when I'm ready to do the comp, I'll do that. But I'll actually need to go to my admin account to get the lead info. Hold on. Yeah, by the way, comping this property might be not very easy too. By the way, that's where it might be the issue right now. Okay, that will be interesting. By the way, so let's see how GPT will do on that. Okay, you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready, brother. Let's get it.
Oh, do you want me to give you like price that you might want, so we make it more accurate? Hold on.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you actually the name of the guy as well.
Oh, Wilbur Johnson.
I texted you the lead, so you're Mr. You're Mr. Roosevelt. That's what you'd be. So don't bring the name.
Yeah, I'll be Mr. Roosevelt. Yeah, I don't need that, bro. I'm good. I don't want to look at that.
But the comps. Oh, we actually show the comps. Hold on. It's kind of stupid on me. Yeah, salt comps around the area in. Yeah, they're ranging. They're like from 234 all the way to 800. On average, it's 400 plus. Okay, let's get it.
He doesn't have a number either.
Let's go.
Let's do it, bro.
I'll open the script. I'll be a nice boy. Let me. So you guys don't think I'm just making this shit up, because I never closed deal in my life, so I'll just rely on that. Hey, this is Yuri with the cash offer option. Did I catch you at a bad time?
Not really, but I'm getting sick and tired of getting all these calls.
Oh, sorry to hear that. And so that's my information is as well. Like I heard you that you might be interested to sell your house for cash. Is that still the case? So you already sold your house, or what's the deal there?
Yeah, I mean, if somebody has an offer, I'd be open to hearing it. It just seems like I'm getting a lot of calls that are not going anywhere.
Okay, and do you mind me asking why do you think they're going anywhere?
Well, just a lot of people calling to see if it's for sale, and I've already indicated it was for sale, but no one's really, submitting any offers.
Okay. So the cool thing about us, investors reach out to us in a lot of cases actually to help, to work with some homeowners when they struggle to provide to them a cash offer.
Okay.
So I'm glad I called. So, and do you mind me asking how much you were looking to get for this property? How much did you want to walk away with?
One 200, 200,000.
If you say 200, I'll just freaking lock the contract up there. So pump it up, buddy. There are comps of 400 plus.
Okay, 290, 290.
Yeah, that's probably a lower side too. It'd be nice.
No, no.
So okay, so and do you mind sharing a little bit more what's going on with the house right now? I mean, I think
Um,
you did some repairs, but there are some things that still need to be done. Is that correct, or can you
yeah,
tell me more?
yeah, I've actually done a little bit of work on the exterior. So we fixed up siding. The sheeting on the home has been updated. The roof on the home has been updated. The windows and so everything from the exterior side of it, even landscaping, we've actually taken care of all that stuff. But when you go to the inside of the house, it's been fully gutted right now, and so it definitely needs a lot of work right there. So I haven't done anything on the inside.
Got it. And I'm just curious, what's driving you to sell versus finishing the interior yourself? I mean, what
Yeah, I
made you
have.
do that?
Yeah, yeah, good question. I have over 300 properties right now, and so I'm just trying to get rid of some. I've added myself some land somewhere, but that I'm gonna put the money in. But right now, I just have too many properties, and I need to offload a few.
300 properties. That's amazing. Good for you.
Mhm.
Is that is there any other properties you consider to sell by any chance? So we
Uh,
can.
Not right now. Not right now. But we'll just see how this goes first. Let me see how this goes, and we'll go from there.
Got it. And just from my understanding, how did you arrive at that number that you mentioned?
Um, well, I mean, the comps in this area probably could get a lot more money for my home. I've owned it for over 10 years, so I know the equity in the home is there, but I also realize that there's a full gut that needs to be taken care of. So that could be a pretty penny depending on what someone wants to do with it. So I'm just trying to give myself some room there. So I think that number is a good number.
Okay, and I would probably trust your judgment on that. And while we are talking, I'm also gonna check some numbers inside of my team. If
Hmm.
you and while we're doing this, do you mind me asking like how much did you already invest in exterior? So
Got it. So I've got roughly, I would say about 28, almost $30,000 with the exterior. My brother-in-law is a roofer, so I got a deal there, and he also has a window business. So I saved a lot of money on costs there, but yeah, I put pretty good penny inside of it, almost 28 to 30,000.
okay, so yeah, it's not that many properties to compare to right now. Hold on, give me a
Mhm.
second if you don't mind.
Take your time.
And just for you to know right away, so uh, here's how we work. We buy all cash,
Hmm.
so you don't need to do anything like no realtor fees, and we can close on the exact date you choose. So it can be as fast as possible, like even next week, or if you need some more time, it's all right.
Hmm.
And uh, given that convenience, what's like the best absolute price you can give me today, so we can handle the paperwork right now?
Well, I want to hold tight on that 290. Um, I want to hold on to that. I think that's a good number. I know that you're going to make some money off the other side of it, but I really want to hold firm to that number.
Okay. And just for me to confirm, because sounds like we probably have a match here.
Hmm.
So and I know I have a couple of people also, like some of my partners who might be interested in this property. But before I go into any serious thinking, do you have like a contractor estimate or similar recent gut rehab job data on that?
I don't. Take that down. Take that down.
Okay.
I don't really have a number there. But yeah, I think the 290 is good. I know what you'll probably make on the other side of it. Yeah. So I would say definitely 290 is the number.
Yeah, and for you guys, just for you to know, so
Yeah.
I just did the comps on the property with GPT. This is like off topic. So and it also gives me some of the suggestions what I should be asking. Could be better, but I mean Roosevelt's playing very nice. I mean the GPT suggesting 330K for the offer, so he wants 290. I probably we want to still play, but I wouldn't try to push him way down. I would just I'll probably do another thing. I'll just write, hey, the guy wants just 290. Am I missing something? So and
Cash offer. Give me a cash offer. I'm ready to go, bro.
yeah, let me ask you that. Hey, he won, and this is the things you can do right away. You need like calculators, so measure a bunch of stuff. So again, I'm gonna show you. I mean, we don't have that many. We don't have many people there. Okay, I mean, nah, I will leave it. But he wants 290. Am I missing something? So, and I'm gonna post it. Yeah, if you control right, don't fuck it up. So that's what it says.
Yeah, but what I'm also looking at though, at the end of the day, the average full gut renovation probably running you 40 to 50.
Yeah, I saw the full gut. It says like he already did the whole exterior, like roof. He replaced almost everything. It's just like it's not like full gut renovation over there. Like he did the majority of.
I guess you got a point there. Yeah, that's true.
That's why I wanted to pose like that's not necessarily full gut renovation thing. But let's finish it off. By the way, here's the thing that we also noticed. So we just want to make sure we just finish it off right. But I mean, Roosevelt is giving me a stellar deal. I'll be very happy spending more time with SP to lead, which so okay. So and so you mentioned 290. That's the lowest you can be.
Yep.
If I can make this number work, and if you just give me 2 minutes to confirm, are you ready to sign the purchase agreement while we're here? It will be like simple 2-page document. So, and I'll start working on the next steps. You don't need to do anything.
Yeah, if you sent
any other concerns.
Yeah, if you sent me $290,000, we're ready to go.
Okay, so just give me 1 second. Okay, so I just got the number from my team, so we can get the number of 289,700 based on the numbers what they ran. So, which is basically 290. So I'm gonna send you the agreement right now, just to confirm email. It's blah 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 at Roosevelt blah blah blah, right?
It is, but I'd like to keep it right firm at 290. Is there a reason you got it at 289?
It's just system generated, but yeah, I mean, I'll just put 290 around it. If I have to, I put 600 from my own pocket. So
that's perfect. That's great.
Yeah. So let's go in there. And did you get the agreement?
I have the agreement. It just came in on my email.
Okay, so it's 2-page thing. So there are just closing date box. Okay. So what date works best for you?
July 30th would work.
Okay, so you can put July 30th, and after that you can scroll all the way to the bottom and just click signed, and we're good.
Okay, I think that's it. Yeah, that's it. All right.
Okay, it's all set, and the title company will call within 24 hours and to introduce themselves and to schedule closing.
Okay.
Anything else you need from me right now? This is my direct phone line, by the way. So if you need anything, I've been doing this for a while. So if you wanna work with your other properties with me, I'll be glad to do that. I know there are not that many other properties, but I think I'll get it done for you. So okay. And we go from there. And hopefully,
well, as I think about it, what do you think it'll sell for?
I will need to check. My typical plan is to make and just full transparency, I'm a wholesaler. My plan is to make 10K on assignment fee, and the rest will go to the end buyer who will be finishing all interior and doing all that type of stuff.
Okay.
So, and they would typically want to make, probably like 20 grand or something when they're gonna flip it and finish it off.
Okay.
So,
All right.
but that's will be my target. I mean, I typically try just to move things fast, not try to be too greedy.
Yep.
So you're will be happier to deal with me next time. And again, I don't want to let you down.
All right.
But if for whatever reason I have any issues, I'm gonna let you know immediately. So,
Okay.
and we're gonna go from there. Okay.
All right. I appreciate it. Thank you.
Yep. Thank you for taking my call and signing up. So I'm again looking forward to do more business with you in the future.
You got it.
Take care. And again, but the whole idea was just opening thing, right? So, and again, I say, oh, I got so many deals. You can be nice and soft. Actually, my opening was I worded stupidly. English is my second language. Sorry for that. So you needed to say, homeowners reach out to me in a lot of cases when they have a hard time of getting a good deal from other investors. So, but I reversed it and made it very weird. But that's the whole idea. That's how you want to do that. And but you want to be on my side. Oh, I got so many offers or something. You're like, stop calling me. So are you saying because you're not considering to sell anymore, or is that because you just didn't like the people you spoke to? Because I think I'm the nicest guy you're gonna talk to today.
I don't know about that, but okay.
I don't know about that though. So, you wanna enlighten this thing. Like, you don't want to be like on aggressive side on phone conversations with homeowners, especially people in distress situations. And we heard in our lives not one time when people had like really like nobody thought there is a deal there. I mean, I'm not sure if you remember that, but there was like Creative 4 calling Ashley and Sean. Sean was calling. Lady was so quiet. She didn't indicate any like motivation, anything. They closed the deal. He just kept with her there. She wasn't talkative. She was like, okay. And he kind of made a little joke. Actually, didn't go anywhere. He said, "Are you upset because of me, or what was the issues there?" She was like, "No." He just kept pounding. He kept pounding. We were like, all five of us were seeing like, the dude is still on the phone with her. I need to find this goddamn call. But here's the thing: like, Ashley came for the next live, and he was like, they closed that one. It was crazy. I was like, really? Holy moly! So let's do the last round. So this was the kind of thing how I'll do that. Check just the beginning. Hey. Minus thing that you might be interested. You were interested in selling a house for cash. That's still the case.
Yeah.
But you already sold your house. So like curious tone should be there right away. Should like you reached out on our platform and that's what no that won't work. Hey, I heard you're interested. Nope. So what's up? Glad I made it to the live. You're right in time. So let me just quickly pound into just the last round, and we're gonna show 3 winners of the giveaway. But what I just showed, like I showed how to comp with GPT. I don't know how much accurate. I need some pros to tell me and to test that. But we also showed the opening for $2 leads. But what are we talking about, right? So it's less than 2 hours left. It's less than 2 hours left. Let me open it here. For first 6 months of non-exclusive leads, over 40,000 leads nationwide. Again, we spend millions of dollars annually on advertising to bring homeowners who want to get a cash offer. And unfortunately for us, as I mentioned, I'm going to repeat it again. Most of our money we make, and fast money, when somebody is buying lead exclusively. But unfortunately for us, but luckily for a lot of you, we generate so many leads, and a lot of leads are not sold exclusively, and they become non-exclusive. So that's the whole idea. And this is only unique thing here. What do we have? Others will try to hide them, or I don't know what they do. But on our platform, whatever is generated, it's on our platform. Whatever was generated months ago, you can see it on our platform. So we're not like hiding some leads or waiting like to resell them later, or actually like there is no transparency. So you see the leads that come. If we couldn't sell them exclusively, we're gonna sell them to you non-exclusive, so you can run to the owner and help him to close on his house, because who knows what the situation is out there, right? So also, of course, there are cold call leads that we generate as well with our help of our providers that are screened, that went to our platform, that we sold non-exclusively as well, some of them, right? Because we couldn't sell them exclusively. So right now you have a possibility to buy them at just as low as $2 per lead. It's a limited supply. You can buy as many leads in different areas as you want. again, it's great if you want to just get a bunch of leads for your VAs. It's great if you want to expand it to other markets and you don't want to call yourself, get another VA, run another exclusive lead. So even, hey, you don't want to buy pay-per lead, like to try different market, you want to get like 100 and test, it's fine too. Again, closing rate, let's keep it real. Okay, we're not talking about any 1 out of 20 closing rates, anything like that. We're talking about potential, because I know people have success. Okay, so that's the biggest thing you need to know. There is success, there are some reps, but out here, like, you need probably, it will take you probably up to 100 leads to get a deal. So do I guarantee that? No. So don't sue me, bro. And that's the thing I'm going to say. But I know there is a plenty of success, and that's why those packages are so popular all the time. Okay, so again, there are, most of the states are almost out of the stock, if you can say it this way. And there are two options. You can either buy them statewide or countywide. So you don't need to click on different states. One link works for all of them. You can click on just Georgia statewide, and if you want just Georgia, that's all right. So there is a required question for you that we're gonna ask you still on the checkout. Which state or states are you purchasing? So if you want to just do Georgia, you can just put Georgia. If you want to do some other states, you can add them here too. So the minimum amount is 150 leads for statewide leads, but you can increase it as high as 999 leads. If you want more than that, you can just go back and do another order on this link again. Okay, just simple as that. Also, check it out. There is our cool upsell order for $47, closers power pack, scripts, comping training, and market intelligence. You can get it just for $47 with any package. If you want to get counties, just click on counties, $3 per lead, adjust your quantity. The minimum amount is still, it's 100 leads, so you can just still invest just $300. You can adjust the quantity if you want to. There is upsell order, and after we're going to ask you which county or counties you're purchasing. So you can list any counties that you want. You can also put the priorities for us. So if for your priority is a Harris County, you can put Harris as 1, you can put Dallas as 2, and you can list a bunch of counties in different states. So, and again, if you need more than that, you can always just do another order. So how long it will last? So it will last only today. So tomorrow I'm going to kill all the links. So when you're going to come to this page, volume.isptool.com is a stable page. I adjust it all the time. Next sale will be at best end of next quarter. There is a high chance that the next sale might not come until the end of the year. So if you wanted to get a volume $2 or $3 leads, this is your basically absolutely last shot. And I hope we provided plenty of information, answer all the questions. So did we answer everything?
Yes, brother, you did. Nothing else they could ask. What you talking about? $2 leads? Come on, bro. You showed them how to get the packages? You showed them how to buy more? Come on, we good.
Yeah, just let's finish on giveaway. These are all 6 months and older leads. So this is from whatever generated from January 1st, 2025 all the way to June 30th, they're all there. So, and I mean, when you buy like, let's say 100 leads and it says 5,000 leads, we'll try to give you like, probably, we won't give you the freshest one because not to be like a smart fellow, but we're going to give you like April, May, most likely something in this mix. So if you buy a lot, we're definitely going to give you the freshest first. So that's
smart fellow. Smart fellow.
Smart fellow.
Smart fellow.
Let's go. So let me open our spreadsheet with the winners, which I need to find. Should be one hustle. 2 2 2 2. Do 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 do
Wow, you heard that like that fast, bro? That's
do
crazy.
do do
Name
do.
that tune. Name that tune. Yeah, you don't know it, bro. You can't
I
do it.
know. I just don't know how to say it in. I forgot. I might be able to say it in Russian. I don't remember. I don't know how to say it in English. But tell me how it's called in English.
I don't know what the hell it is. I could
Oh
probably
my
say it
god.
in Nigerian. It's Bagumadumudganj.
Nah, it's on my. Oh my goodness. No, it's a dan. It's like from opera. This is a song like from opera or something. You never heard that? Oh my
Nope.
god.
No, I
Jesus
never.
Christ.
No.
You should be the educated one. You're Roosevelt. Your name is Roosevelt.
What's that mean?
Yeah, it's like it's sophisticated. It's like
Oh,
I'm just Yuri from Missouri. You're
yeah.
like Roosevelt Edwin Hawkins, guys. Can you sense how much eliteness in this whole three words? It's not like Yuri
Yeah,
Seiko.
man. This
Hey,
dude.
Yuri from Missouri, right? Like what the fuck is that? What?
Can you just call the people, dude? Get the names out, bro. You're from
Oh,
Missouri.
Roosevelt loves that. He loves when. But you gotta get used to that. You
What's
gotta
that?
get used to it. You'll be a star.
See anybody else saying that? Nobody else said nothing yet. Days is waiting, brother.
Okay. So, what are we gonna do? What you gonna do when we come for you?
Is this the top three? What's this?
It is a top three. It is the AI speed Tuli challenge that you guys all participated when you purchased some freedom deals. So last week we gave first 6 prizes, and today we're gonna give top three winners. And so let's just quickly find it out. So again, how did you participate in this? So whoever bought, if you bought Coupon Club, if you bought any package during the Freedom campaign, so you are participating in this. And there are 3 prizes left that we're gonna find out and give it to our winners. And the first one is $500 bonus balance,
Here
some
we go.
credits, and 1 month of premium, 1 month of deal speed. How does it look? So there are emails. I'm gonna show all of them so our competitors cannot steal that. But they all numbered from 388. Like there are 388 contacts, and we're gonna just run a random number generator from 1 to 388, and we're
What you
gonna
want?
see who will win. So if your number is the winner, your number is the winner, and we're gonna do 5 of those.
You want the high or low?
Let's play this game. I'll be low because it's my birthday. It's July 7th, so I'll be low all 3 times, and you'll be high all 3 times. And
That's
this is
fine. That's
gonna
fine. Go for it. I'm good. I'm
let's do
good.
that. So, and the first number is boom,
62.
boom, 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 and this is Beethoven
262.
65 10. I'm under. And the name of the winner is, or the email of the winner consists the letters, and I'm gonna say 65. There is a domain name that it says Big Apple. Big Apple. Big Apple, you have a number 3 prize.
Big Apple. I like it. Big Apple. It's a New York thing, brother.
Big
New York.
Apple. Yeah, I guess that
Some say
probably a
it's in New York.
possibility.
Big Apple's in New York, or he works at Apple Computer. One of those.
So, and let's do the next one.
Let's get it.
Just for you guys to know, I'm not making the shit up, so it's here. I just picked the guy number 65. So whoever was this is Mr. Big Apple, and already wrote 3rd place. It's here. And the next number is, and the next prize is $1,000 bonus balance, 1 month of premium, 1 month of deal speed.
This is huge.
Yeah, this is already big one. This is the
$1,000,
big one. And the winner is
262.
79. And the 79 winner is, and I'm gonna tell you right now,
It's not Big Apple.
No, 79 is
Jonathan.
nope. It has the words "our house." Our house is second place winner of our giveaway. And the number one prize,
The big one.
the big one, the biggest one, the great one. We're gonna take it all. $1,000 bonus balance, 2 months of premium, 2 months of deal speed, and 500 AI credits.
Let's go.
Is going to the number
262.
66.
Man,
That would be nice to be in 60s right now. And the winner is of the final prize of Freedom giveaway.
Greg Gumbel.
And his name is Ryan. And his domain has word victory. By the way, it's freaking crazy. It says Ryan Victory. That's why we say that's what are we talking about. And I'm not even freaking lying, guys. I just want to freaking, I don't know how I'm gonna do that, but hold on. But I want to show that 1 second.
Dude,
I'm not freaking lying.
You can't show it.
I can show you a piece. Hold on. 66. Where is the guy?
Dude, you can find this stuff easy. You don't want to show this, bro.
I'm not gonna show the email. Because it's a long ass domain, so I'm not gonna show it. But I just want to make sure that I'm not freaking lying. So here's the guys. Here's the thing, right? So giveaway, freaking winner, top prize, number 66, and the winner is Ryan at Victory. And there is longest domain, but there's the whole idea. It's Ryan, and it's all about victory.
Victory. Congratulations.
And if you wanna win even more, just get a $2 package. So get a $2 package, load yourself with leads, and close the deal. Have conversations.
That's it.
That's
close deals. Close deals.
And again, it was Yuri, who is already 30 years old. Already. It happened today. I'm 30 now. It's Roosevelt, who's 29. Mr. Roosevelt, Edwin Hawkins. Not running 4.28 anymore, but still pretty fast in some things, especially talking.
Woo!
And we look forward for you guys to close more deals.
Man, you crazy, bro. Okay.
How do you guys do intro with this type of leads? And you want to scroll it back. Actually, I did this, but I want to use words like might and curiosity. So I'll do, hey, is it Roosevelt?
Yep.
Or I'll say, hey, I'm calling. This is Yuri with cash offer option calling about the property at this street.
Yep.
My understanding that you might be or were interested in selling your house for cash. Or that's still the case, or you have already sold your house?
Yep, that's still good. That's what I'm trying to do. I'm just sick of these phone calls.
Okay, so yeah, I'll be straight. So investor, yeah, no, forget it. And I say investors, homeowners reach out to us when they have a hard time of getting a good deal from other investors. So sounds like that was your case. Is that fair to say?
That's fair to say. Yep.
Okay, so and just before we go any further, do you mind me asking what was the biggest issue? Was it like the offer, or nobody presented an offer?
Yeah, nobody's presenting an offer. They just keep calling me, asking me 20 questions. I'm sick and tired of answering questions. I just want to, if you can get a deal to me, get a deal to me. If you can't, you can't. It's okay.
I'll be straight then. So how much did you want to get for property?
1 million.
Okay, isn't that something? It's a round, cutest number. So, and okay, sounds good. And do you mind me asking a bit more about the property? Like, can you, like, what's going on out there? And you go from there. AI
Yep.
scripts are generated. You can also scroll our whole roleplay that we just did with roleplay with Roosevelt. And he gave me a very nice deal. I comped in GPT this property. Roosevelt definitely wanted to give me 40K assignment fee, even though I wanted to get just 10. So
it's done.
And but that was a real lead, by the way. Scroll back, guys. Scroll back. It's actually a Washington lead where it says the owner has a couple of properties. So if you don't plan to buy it exclusively, fine. But when it's coupon club, you gotta grab it. Doesn't matter where you are. It's a pretty good deal. I mean, especially at $29. I mean, you gotta talk to the guy. So, and no, it's been exciting. Thank you guys for being a part of my birthday today. Rosal, thank you for covering webinar. Let's last round of volume deals. Go and close them, and looking forward for you to hear your success story with us. Rosal, any last words?
Nope, I'm going to eat. I'm gonna go eat with my wife.
That's inspiring. Have fun.
Food.
Have fun, you all guys. Have a great week. Thanks God it's Monday.